Students, welcome to the chemistry class number 85, and today we are going to take a new chapter, that is chemical kinetics. Chemical kinetics. So this chemical kinetics is a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of the rate of chemical reaction. Rate of reaction. Rate of reaction. So this rate of reaction is also called the velocity of reaction. Rate of reaction or velocity of reaction, both are same. So therefore, chemical kinetics is a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of the rate of a chemical reaction and also that is velocity of chemical reaction, and also the factors which influence the rate of chemical reaction, and also the factors on which the rate of chemical reaction depends. Let us say. So therefore, chemical reaction is a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of the rate of chemical reaction and the factors which influence the rate of chemical reaction, or the factors on which the rate of reaction depends. Let us say. So this is the introduction for your chemical kinetics. So generally, we know that you see the rate of chemical reaction is given by the equation, that is dx by dt. You see, dx by dt, that is rate of any chemical reaction is indicated by dx by dt. What is this dx by dt? You see? So any chemical reaction you take, you see, for example, A plus B gives rise to C plus D. So this is only equation. So one reaction is, let me take this is only reaction. So these are the reactants and these are the products. So before starting the reaction, you see, the concentration of the reactant A, concentration of the reactant B will be more. So as the time passes, the concentration of A and B will be decreases. As the time passes, the concentration of the reactants will be decreases, and at the same time, the concentration of the products will be increases. That means this is rate of reaction. Rate of reaction is defined as it is the change in the concentration of the reactants and products with respect to time. So therefore, dx is nothing but change in concentration of reactant or products with respect to time. That is time. So therefore, before there is a commencement of the reaction, if you take the concentration of A is 10, concentration of B is 10. That is, for example, 1 ml or 1 mole per dm cube. Let us say 1 mole per dm cube. Our concentration is expressed in 1 mole per dm cube. So that is mole per dm cube. So or anything you say, for example, so this is 1, this is 1. Concentration 1 unit, let us say. So before the commencement of the reaction, you see the concentration is 0. After time 10 minutes, the concentration of A will decrease to 0.5. After this is also 0.5. But here you see the concentration of C and D will be increased by 0.5. So that means as the time passes, the concentration of the reactants will be decreases, and the concentration of the products will be what? Increases. So in any chemical reaction you take this. So therefore, change in the concentration of the reactant or product with respect to time is called the rate of reaction or velocity of chemical reaction. What is velocity of chemical reaction or rate of chemical reaction? It is the change in the concentration of the reactant or product with respect to time. So what about the rate of reaction with respect to reactants? What about the rate of reaction with respect to products? We can define the rate of reaction both for the reactants as well as the products. So for example, generally the concentration of the reactant will be decreases. So therefore, a rate with respect to reactants can be represented as minus dx by dt. That means rate with respect to reactants can be represented as minus dx by dt. That means you see the rate of that is the concentration of the reactants will be decreases with time, you see, with small interval of time letters. So therefore, the rate with respect to reactants is defined as it is the decrease in the concentration of the reactants with respect to time. It is the decrease in the concentration of the reactant with respect to time. So then, what is rate with respect to that is products, we see products. So that is plus dx by dt. Why we are going to write plus dx by dt? That means is it plus dx by dt indicates the concentration of the products will be increases with respect to time. So that means you see plus sign indicates the concentration of the products will be increases with time. Minus sign indicates there is a decrease in concentration of the reactant with respect to time. That means you see rate of a chemical reaction can be represented as plus or minus dx by dt. Plus or minus dx by dt. General equation for rate of chemical reaction is plus or minus dx by dt. Or even you can write dc by dt. You see even or that is dc by dt, where dc or dx indicates concentration of the reactant or product. dt indicates small interval of time. So that is how we can explain the rate of chemical reaction. That means rate or velocity of a chemical reaction is defined as it is the change in the concentration of reactant or product with respect to time. We can define the rate with respect to reactants as well as products. Generally, in each and every chemical reaction, there is a decrease in the concentration of the reactant. At the same time, there will be an increase in the concentration of the product. So therefore, rate with respect to reactants is minus dx by dt, where the concentration of the reactant decreases with respect to time, and rate with respect to products is plus dx by dt, where there is a increase in the concentration of the product with respect to time. Okay. So see here, that is general equation for that is your rate of chemical reaction can be represented as plus or minus dx by dt or plus or minus dc by dt. You see, both dx and dc will indicate that is the concentration of the reactant as well as products. dt is small interval of time. So this is rate of chemical reaction. So after that, you see we have one more that is concept here. So that is what is active mass. What is active mass? So generally active mass is nothing but effective molar concentration. What is active mass? Effective molar concentration. What is active mass? Active mass is defined, it is the effective molar concentration. So that is effective molar concentration of the reactant as well as product. Of course, active mass of the reactants, active mass of the products we will call it as. So therefore, active mass is nothing but it is the effective molar concentration of the reactants as well as products. So therefore, effective molar concentration is what is the molar concentration? It is number of moles divided by volume in liter or dm cube, volume in liter. So therefore, what is the that is a unit for active mass or molar concentration? So that will be number of moles means mole. That is volume in liter, mole per dm cube. Dm cube or liter, mole per liter. So that means mole divided by liter, mole per liter. That will be written as mole per liter. So or it is also written as mole per dm cube. If you that is taken in decimeter cube, it is mole per dm cube or mole per liter. Okay. What is the unit of active mass? Mole per liter or mole per dm cube. So after that you see. So generally, so this is active mass. Active mass is expressed in that is mole per dm cube, or it is nothing but the effective molar concentration of the reactant as well as what? Product. So after that you see, after getting the effective molar concentration unit, it is mole per dm cube. So what is the unit of rate of reaction? Unit of rate. So rate is nothing but dx by dt. What is the rate of reaction? Dx by dt. We already know it is the change in the molar concentration of the reactant with respect to time t. But effective molar concentration is nothing but mole per dm cube. That is mole per dm cube or mole per liter. That is given by dt means time. That is in seconds. You see that will be equal to mole per dm cube per second. That means what is the unit of rate of reaction? You see what is the unit of rate? That is unit of rate of reaction. Unit of rate of reaction is equal to dx by dt. That will be equal to, so that is a mole per dm cube. Why? Where concentration is nothing but mole per dm cube and dt is seconds, therefore mole per dm cube per second. That is the unit of your rate of chemical reaction. That is rate. Okay. So this is active mass and unit of rate of reaction is mole per dm cube per second. But unit of concentration or molar effective concentration is nothing but mole per dm cube. So after that you see we will have one more concept. So let me take that. That is nothing but law of mass action. Law of mass action. That is law of mass action. Law of mass action. What is law of mass action? So it is the statement you see. According to this statement, law of mass action states that at constant temperature T, the rate of a chemical reaction dx by dt, that is rate. You see, at constant temperature T, the rate is nothing but dx by dt. The rate of chemical reaction dx by dt is directly proportional to the active masses of the reactants. Active masses of the reactants. For this we have to take one example. You see, so that is nothing but A plus B gives rise to C plus B. We know that you see these are the reactants, these are the products. So therefore, the rate of the law of mass action states that at constant temperature T, the rate of a chemical reaction dx by dt is directly proportional to the product of the active masses. Active masses are expressed in square brackets. Active masses are expressed in square brackets. The law of mass action states that at constant temperature T, the rate of a chemical reaction dx by dt is directly proportional to the product of active masses of the reactants. Which are those reactants? A and B. Reactants, not the products. You have to take only reactants. Okay. So that is how you can write the equation for law of mass action. You see, that is at constant temperature, the rate of a chemical reaction is directly proportional to the product of the active masses of the reactants. So after that you see dx by dt is directly equal to A and B, or dx by dt is equal to K into A and B, K into A into B. What is that is, you know that you see what is the concentration of A? It is the concentration of the reactant A. It is the concentration of the reactant B. What is dx by dt? Rate of a reaction. What is K? K is called the rate constant. What is K? Rate constant. So here you see, you know that what is dx by dt? Dx by dt is nothing but rate of reaction. Dx by dt is nothing but rate of reaction. You know the rate of reaction. Any reaction. K is called the rate constant, but this is A is called the concentration of the reactant A. It is concentration of the reactant B. So this is how we can express the definition for law of mass action. After that you see, let me take a new word here is rate constant. You see. So this is concentration of the reactant A. It is the concentration of the reactant B. That means concentrations are expressed in square brackets. And so that is also it is nothing but active mass of A, active mass of B. So why? Because you see concentrations are expressed in active masses. Active masses are nothing but the effective molar concentration. Therefore you see concentrations are replaced by active masses. Active mass of A, active mass B, active mass of B. That means molar concentration of A, molar concentration of B. Okay. So therefore now there will be a new word, that is the rate constant. K is called the rate constant. So here what is rate constant now? So rate constant means, you see, let me take the same equation here. So dx by dt is equal to K into A into B. So if concentration of A is equal to concentration of B is equal to 1 molar, or 1 unit, 1 unit. So that means 1 molar or 1 unit, you see, 1 unit. That is unit concentration, 1 unit, or unit concentration. Unit concentration. So then what happens if A is equal to B is equal to 1? What happens here? You see, dx by dt is equal to K into 1 into 1, that means K itself is. So So therefore, rate constant of reaction K is defined as it is the rate of the reaction. What is dx by dt? Rate of the reaction. What rate dx by dt? Rate of reaction. So therefore, rate constant K is defined as it is the rate of a chemical reaction at unit concentration of the reactant. When the concentration of the reactant is equal to 1 unit is. So therefore, rate constant K is defined as it is the rate of the chemical reaction at which the concentrations of the reactants is equal to unity or unit concentration is equal to 1 unit concentration. That is how you can express, that is rate constant. So their rate constant is defined as it is the rate of the chemical reaction at unit concentration of the reactants. Unit concentration of the reactants. So that is how, that is the rate constant definition of this. After obtaining this rate constant, we see. So what is meant by this? What is the significance of K? Significance of rate constant. Rate constant. Let me take the significance of rate constant. That is rate constant is nothing but K. So generally, this rate constant of a chemical reaction is a constant at constant temperature. First one, K is constant at a constant temperature. Constant temperature. What is the first significance? The rate constant is constant at constant temperature. That means you see, it varies with the temperature or it varies with temperature. That means it is directly proportional to temperature. As the temperature increases, rate constant value also increases. That is how we can express. That means the rate constant K varies with temperature or it is constant at constant temperature. So that means as the temperature increases, the rate constant value also increases. But second significance is, so generally this rate constant does not changes by changing the concentration. So that means it does not changes by changing the concentration. By changing the what? Concentration. That means you see, it does not changes by changing the concentration of the reactant. Why? Because so if it gets the constant once, you see, even if you change the concentration, it does not vary. Okay, that is but it varies with temperature. When does the rate constant value changes? That is the rate constant value changes when the temperature increases or by increasing the temperature and by adding the catalyst. Catalyst, that means you see, catalyst can increases the rate of the chemical reaction. Catalyst also does not changes the rate constant value, but anyhow you see, it will changes the positive catalyst will change the increases the rate of the chemical reaction. So that means you see, that is third point. The rate of reaction increases by increasing the temperature. You see, rate of reaction can be increased by increasing the temperature or by adding positive catalyst. So that means you see, the rate constant K value is constant at constant temperature. It can vary with temperature, and it does not change by changing the concentration of the reactants. You see, but the rate of the reaction can be increased by increasing the temperature or by adding the positive catalyst. By adding the what? Positive catalyst. And then fourth point is, what is the significance of main significance of K? So generally, as the K value increases, you see, as the K increases, so as the value of K value increases, the reaction is faster. So that means the value of K indicates that as the value of K increases, the reaction is found to be faster rate of reaction is faster. As the value of K decreases, the reaction rate is decreases, you see. That means you see, K value increases means you see, there is an increase in the rate of the rate of the reaction, you see. That means value of K increases, reaction is faster. That means you see, the value of K indicates whether the reaction is fast or slow. That means you see, it will indicate whether the reaction is fast or slow. Why? Because you see, when the temperature increases, Rate constant value also increases, rate of a chemical reaction also what increases. That is how we can clarify the things here. That means K value increases, the reaction is found to be faster. Is found to be faster. Okay. That is, these are the significance of rate constant. Significance of rate constant. After that, you see one more factor is also there. That is called the rate equation. You see, rate equation. What is rate equation? So it is also called the rate law. Rate law. Rate equation or rate law. So already we know that, you see, one equation we have taken already. So that is let me take that is A tends to products. A tends to products. So this is only one reactant, you see. Tends to products, we will be getting any product. So therefore write dx by dt. Dx by dt is directly proportional to concentration of the reactant A. So here you see, here what is the coefficient here? It does not have any coefficient, therefore I am going to write 1. That is 1A, let us like that. So if it has n molecules of A, n number of A, that is A to the power of n, A to the power of n. So here this equation is called the rate equation, rate law or rate equation. So then what are the things which relates with the rate equation? So here dx by dt is called the rate of chemical reaction. A is called the concentration of the reactant A. So of course it is a proportional design. This n is called the order of the reaction. N is called the order of reaction. Remember, one more new word came here. That means you see n number of A gives rise to products. Dx by dt, rate of a chemical, the rate of chemical reaction rate is directly proportional to concentration of A to the power of n, you see. That is the coefficient. So or it can also be written as dx by dt is equal to K into A power n, you see. A power n. But here you see dx by dt is as usual rate of chemical reaction. A concentration of the reactant. K is called the rate constant. K is called the rate constant. Rate constant. So therefore, what is rate equation? Rate equation is the equation. Rate equation is the equation which gives the relationship between rate of chemical reaction and the concentration of the reactant. And the concentration of the reactant. You see, that means if the rate of a chemical reaction is related to the concentration of the reactant, concentration of the what? Reactant, then that equation is called a rate, that is rate equation or rate law. You see, rate law is nothing but the law which gives the relationship between rate of chemical reaction with the concentration of the reactant, with the concentration of the reactant. So this is it is also called the experimentally determined rate equation. It is also called the experimentally determined rate equation. Experimentally determined rate equation. That is dx by dt is directly from A to the power of n for Na tends to products. So here this n is called the order of the reaction. You see. For example, if it is 1 first order, 2 second order, 3 third order, 4 fourth order, nothing is there, 0 order. Okay, fraction is there, fractional order. We have different types of order of reactions are there. So therefore, rate equation is nothing but the equation which gives the relationship between the rate of reaction with the concentration of the reactants, individual concentration of the reactants. For example, you see, if I take this equation, that is A plus B gives rise to C plus D, C plus D. For this, dx by dt is equal to direct I am going to write, or you can write direct total concentration of A to the power of 1 into concentration of B to the power of what? 1. So therefore, dx by dt is equal to K into A power 1 into B power what? 1. Therefore, order is equal to n is equal to order n is equal to 1 plus 1. That is second order. For example, Na n times of A plus m times of B gives rise to that is L times of C and that is m times of K times of B, like this. So then dx by dt is equal to K into that is A to the power of n and B to the power of m. Therefore, order is equal to n plus m. So that means that is called the order So that is the order is nothing but it is the order of a reaction is defined as it is the sum of the it is the sum of the powers of the concentration process. It is the sum of the powers of the concentrations of the individual reactants in the experimentally determined rate equation. We will come to that in the order of the reaction. Anyhow, you see, rate of rate equation or rate law is nothing but the law or the relationship between the rate of chemical reaction with the concentration of the individual reactants. Concentration of the individual reactants in the experimentally determined rate equation, and that is ds by dt is K to power of n, where n is called the order of the reaction, K is called the rate constant, of course. So next, so now what actually the meaning of this order of reaction is? Let me come to this order of the reaction.